Every year, tens of billions of dollars is being stolen by overseas stock scammers who are manipulating the prices of NASDAQ-listed Chinese companies.
So basically, you're going to see how China's pump and dump rings are damaging Americans' market, and we're just letting it happen. So I want you to understand how this goes on so you can avoid it. My name is Nima. I'm the co-founder of PN and Friends, one of the largest Chinese trading market communities on Discord.
Our markets. Some examples include PTHL, which fell 95% in a day last week, and OST, which fell 94% in a day last month. The way these scammers operate is they use hundreds of WhatsApp groups to pump and dump these NASDAQ-listed Chinese companies and dupe investors, US investors, into investing in them. Traditionally, this fraud has been tough to detect because these WhatsApp groups are inaccessible to regulators in Wall Street, and most people don't understand how these scams operate. I'm changing that with StopNASDAQChinaFraud.com. This website serves as a real-time public database into how the scammers are working and what stocks they're promoting. Any victim can upload screenshots from these WhatsApp scams into this database, and they're going to be improved and added to our searchable index within 24 hours. For example, if you were looking at PTHL, you could see that post-collapse that the scammers were impersonating the FBI, pretending to be investigating the short sellers of this company. You could see that the scammers were using these fake slides to promote OST on a fake merger rumor. Even more recently, you can see that today the scammers were promoting STFS as a good stock to buy, and this is the language they were using. And if you look at STFS, you can see they promoted it once before earlier this year, and now they're doing their secondary pump, which is very common and traditionally goes to about 30 to 60% of the price of the original pump. This database, this website, if used properly, can serve as our real-time look into the stock scammers are promoting, which can help us understand.
Now, I have zero affiliation with this company. I think what they're doing sounds pretty good. I do recommend you do your own due diligence. And I did not get paid to do this video. I just think it's good if we call out this sort of stuff. Like, for example, last month, a NASDAQ listed Chinese company called OST collapsed 94%, right? And that was in one day. So if you think that is just, random, you're missing out on what's actually going on here, because behind the scenes, clearly there's a coordinated scam that's damaging US investors dry. And it's almost invincible to regulators, right? They're just basically getting away with it. It's like you're seeing these scammy guys that tell you, oh, join my trading community and you do nothing but 10 minutes of work and you make a ton of money. No. Like, for example, in my day trading community, we focus on education, analysis. We provide alerts and signals, definitely. And we have a trading proprietary system in Hong Kong with my partner in Hong Kong, a former investment banker, and our American team here, where we developed this, where we built this proprietary trading system to help Westerners get into the HK market without speaking Mandarin. However, there's no get-rich-quick scheme. You still have to hustle. You still have to learn. You still have to educate yourself and get involved. What helps is getting involved in a community that can help you do that. Now, here's how this scam basically is working. You have hundreds of WhatsApp groups. None of them are visible to Wall Street or to SEC, and they're getting flooded with fake investment tips. And the goal is to pump up the price of a tiny NASDAQ listed, Chinese company, get unsuspecting Americans to pile in, then dump the shares overnight. And by morning, the stock's in free for all and the scammers are gone with your money, right? See, that's the reason why it's so hard to stop. Regulators can't see inside these WhatsApp groups, and most investors don't even realize that the networks exist, let alone how they work, okay? But that's hopefully getting disrupted with a company like this. Now, again, I'm not getting paid to promote this company. I don't know this guy, but stuff like this does help. Like this Stop NASDAQ China Fraud, basically a public database. We are letting you see, people can help each other see where the scammers are pushing. Victims can upload screenshots. They can verify them. And I think that's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good thing what this guy's working on. So if you've been hit and you've seen one of these WhatsApp pump rooms in action, just upload your screenshot, and then your evidence could help, clean this up. So we hope stop the next $1 billion wipeout and maybe help someone not lose their savings.
How these scams operate can help